Hey guys, Barrow's here, and today I am going to give you a full guide on how to camp Skeletal Wyverns and kill basically as many as you want. Every now and then you might have to leave to bank, but you can kill a lot of wyverns this way without having to leave and make a lot of money. So the first thing is the requirements to do this, and you need to have 72 Slayer in order to kill the wyvern itself. I started on 72 range, but I'd recommend 75 or higher range just so it doesn't take ages to kill them. And the last thing you need to have is a mine shield, and that is because it protects against their type of attack, a bit like the anti-dragonfire shield protects against dragonfire. Right, I'm gonna run you through the different gear setups you can use. So the first one I'll show you is the budget option. If I put this stuff on here, so this is the basic setup. You have whatever coif you want, then black D-hide, snakeskin boots. I use a ring of life, you can use a ring of wealth if you want, but that's pretty much up to you. A mind or elemental shield and a rune crossbow. Obviously the Ava's accumulator will be on all of these sets, and an amulet of glory. This is the cheap set. If I take this stuff off real quick, we can see how much that set actually costs. Oh, and the boots. So if you wanted to do this for as cheap as possible, say you start with 3,000 broad bolts. For under 300k you can basically get started. You obviously need a few prayer potions, a few sharks, and let's just say you wanted 50 elks. There we go. So for under 350k you can easily start doing this, and I think 3k bolts with the accumulator will easily make you 5 million, maybe even more. Anyway, on to the next gear setup. This one is the slightly more expensive one. If I go ahead and equip all this, the difference here is the black dragonhide's been updated to Guthix dragonhide. We've got an amulet of fury instead of the glory, and an armadillo helmet instead of the coif. The armadillo helmet is about 600k or 700k now, I think, and it gives you better bonuses, so it is worth it. Obviously if you have more money you can go for the ranger boots. You can also go for more armadillo stuff as well as an armadillo crossbow, but that's quite a lot of money, and you can probably make better money doing bosses if you can afford all that stuff. The final setup I'll show you is Void. Pretty simple, just wear Void Ranger gear. Obviously you can have the Ranger boots if you can afford them, and the Ring of Wealth is still up to you, but I'd only recommend this for if your range level is sort of 90 or higher, because if not the bonuses aren't even worth it. Okay, what I'm going to do now is show you how to run there. As you can see, I'm currently wearing the cheap setup just for this guide in case I die, but what you want to do is run south, and where we're going to be aiming to go is just above Mudskipper Point, where down this hole here, where you have to go and mine blue right for the Knight Sword quest, if you remember doing that. So head all the way down there and I will show you the way when we get there. Okay, here we are. My run energy ran out on the way down, so just as a precaution you might want to bring a couple of energy potions on the run here just to save time. There is also a fairy ring on Mudskipper Point which I assume you can just run up from, so if you would rather use the fairy ring to get there, then you can do so. But once you've gone down the ladder you just want to head north, take the first turn and you can. You'll see some hobgoblins and you'll start getting to the icy bit. This is where you did the quest, if you can remember that. there's quite often a lot of other people in the Wyverns, so sometimes it might take a few worlds to get the right spot. But what I'll do is show you how to lose aggro. And then I will show you how to use the safe spots. Okay, so what you want to do is enter this cavern and you'll be immediately attacked. What you want to do is pray range, and as long as you're a certain distance and praying range, they can't hurt you. Some people will try and safe spot them as soon as they get there while they still have aggro, but I would not recommend doing that, because if I was standing in the safe spot and killing this one of the other ones would just attack me. So the best thing to do is pray range, keep your distance, and wait for your aggro to go. So this is all you're going to want to do until then. And I'll just run you through the spawn points now. There's one spawn point here. Over here. There's one where he is now. There's one where he is over there now. And there's one there where that goes. I'm guessing the one that spawned here has walked over there somewhere. Normally this would be full of people and it's quite hard to find a free spot, but I've gone to a PvP world just for the purpose of this video, so hopefully I won't get killed. As you can see, I've now lost aggro. So what I'm going to do is walk you through the safe spots. The first one, you want to stand right in the middle of the door, attack the guy that spawns over there, and then run to this spot here. And that's him so spotted, you can now kill him to your heart's content. Okay, once you've got your kill, you want to run over, get your loot, back to the doorway, and be ready for the next one to spawn. They spawn really quick. So what you do, you just wait a second. That one must not have been from that spawn, but normally it'd spawn right there. I'd attack him again, run here, and just repeat the process. Right, the next spot, you want to run to the middle of the door again, attack the one that spawns over there, and just run to the opposite side. Simple as that. These are the two door spots. They're normally the most popular spots just because they're that easy. Okay, so same again. You run over, collect your loot. As that is a rune item, I will be alching it, but you want to run back here, then you'd attack him again, run there, and you got him in the safe spot again. But anything you can't stack, you want to alch. And you want to bury all your bones. I just haven't been keeping on top of it. But if you bury every single bone, in 2k Wyvern kills, I've gone from, I think it was 50 to 59 prior, so it is worth burying them. Right, the third spot, the third safe spot is here. You just gotta attack the guy down here and run up to this spot. So just one past that end, basically. I've actually de-aggroed, so I'm being attacked from over there, which is why you should never safe spot while you're aggroed. But yeah, that's how that safe spot works. Okay, for this one over here, you just want to stand here, wait for him to spawn, attack, and run to this spot here. This is the easiest spot. Sometimes he'll go up here, and in which case you have to stand on those two rocks just in the corner there, and you can safe spot them that way. Okay, that's basically it for the safe spots. As long as you stick to one of the 4 spots I've shown you, you can not gain aggro and you can stay there for as long as you've got alchs, basically. As long as you concentrate and don't get hit. As for the loot, pick up anything that stacks and alch anything that doesn't. Anything that doesn't alch for anything or stack, then leave on the floor, such as grimy herbs. And they do drop prayer potions and lobsters, which you can use if you are running low on supplies, but once you've got one of each drop, the inventory will basically be too full to hold anything spare. If you get any rune items, dragon legs, dragon plate skirt, alchem, they're pretty much worth the same on the GE as they are on high alch, so if you keep alching them you can stay here until your cash stack is up to 1,000,000 plus. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys. If you're wondering why it seems so easy, that's because it is that easy. You just, once you get here you can just sit here for ages. You can pretty much AFK this as well, as long as you look back every now and then when you think you've killed it. If you want to see what sort of loot you can get, you should check out my other videos. I've got loot from 1,000 and 2,000 of these. You can see how much money I made. It's quite a lot. Thank you for watching. If this guide has been helpful to you, give it a like, let me know what you think, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll catch you all next time.